All right, Miss Sheryl Underwood, are you ready for Kansas City?
Yes, I am. I am ready. And listen to me. I need all the Kansas City players. If you was ever in the Epicurean, you know how I get that. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too old? Was that?
Miss Sheryl, you took it all the way back to the Epicurean?
Listen to me. You better know it. Because back when we were chasing Priest Holmes. See, they got the Mahomes, but Priest Holmes was who we was chasing back in the day. Did I just say my age? I'm sorry.
Miss
Even
Sheryl, you
then,
know
what we
what?
gonna talk about? What's happening?
It's okay. You took it back. That means you really know Kansas City.
Oh yeah, I got kin people there. All my cousins are there, but they saved, and I do not want them in this show because this is the grown and sexy Sheryl Underwood Back to Death Comedy Jam show, and we got Kyle Irby and Mike Watson. So the fellas always feel like, well, why is there only a girl on the show, and you're gonna be talking about men against men? No, this is a really, really fun. We talk about everything: politics, relationships, little spirituality, how men feel, how women feel. And then at the end of the show, we invite some men to come up on stage. And if they can get the crowd on their side, they might win a little bit of my money. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? So it's a party. It is a house party inside of a comedy club. But what you want to know about me? And I
Miss
am
Sheryl.
single and I am looking. And yes, I could buy a house if I need to in the city somewhere. Or, well, not a house. How about a condo? How
Okay,
about a condo?
Miss Sheryl, you know that cost of living in Kansas City is very reasonable, so you might be able to pop out and get 3 houses.
That's what I'm talking about, but I need somebody to share it with. What did they say in Mahogany? Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with. So if you like to share my life with me and you're taller than me, because these short dudes always look at me eye to eye like we should be together. I'm not saying I'm against the short dude. I just like a tall, good looking, like I like a baby DeBarge. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Sheryl, you're 5 foot nothing, aren't you?
That's right, 5 foot nothing. That's right. And I need a man that's 6 foot tall. I need a dude over 6 feet tall that when he stand up, I just start apologizing and making sandwiches because I'm
Okay.
sorry because
But
he
but
stood up on me.
Miss Sheryl, let me ask you this though. Are you a big mama? Because you're spending money on these men. That's what they call a big mama. So is that what you are?
Oh, is that what they calling it now?
Yeah,
I thought
big
they used to
mama's
call
like
us
I'm big
sugar
mama.
mama. Oh, so I'm a big mama. Well, listen, I have lost over 105 pounds. I'm back down to my slim goody size, trying to get back into my Def Comedy Jam outfit. You know what I'm saying? The little orange t-shirt with the black strip pants, trying to get back in there. But I would contribute. I'm the type of woman that I will contribute. I will date a man that work at the gas station because I know I'm gonna get free honey buns, Doritos, and a tank of gas. You know what I'm saying? So it depends
Yes.
on what you're doing in your life, especially if you know the Lord. You got to know the Lord. Somebody
Amen.
got to be praying on our behalf to God.
Amen.
I mean,
Now, Miss Sheryl, since you lost all that weight, are you still going to partake in the barbecue this weekend?
oh yes. Oh, listen to me. Throw about 4, 5 bones. Chop up some tips, some burnt ends. Then I need some cornbread, need some beans, and everything. That's one of the reasons I come there, trying to get it in my suitcase as we speak. Some sauce and everything. They don't let you take the sauce through the security like they used to because they say it's a liquid. But
Right,
somebody
right.
need to help me get some of this cute, baby. And listen to me. I like a man who likes to eat and like that I like to eat, but I'm getting my health together. And people say, well, how did you do it? I am on Wegovy. I had high blood pressure, and I was about to be, I was pre-diabetic and diabetic. So now, no diabetes, no pre-diabetes, and no high blood pressure. None of it.
Okay.
None of it. So it works. And I want to talk to people about that too. So I'm telling you this, I'm at a stage in my life. I really want somebody to share my life. You got to be taller than me. You got to be.
We can do
Me and
that.
you
We can
can't
do that.
be. Yeah, we can't be what's the wedding cake couple? We can't be tall enough to be on the wedding cake. And I like a dashing man. And you could be younger than me or you could be older than me. But I do like a baby DeBarge. But I will holler at who holler at me because you never know what the Lord gonna send you. You got something for me? Where your father? Where's
Okay.
your father?
So,
Fine.
so my dad, he's been married to my mom for about 50 years. It's going on 50 years, but
Praise God.
my mom, she loves to hook people up, and my dad's got some fraternity brothers that are single. So I think we
Wait a
could
minute.
have
What fraternity? What
Omega
fraternity?
Psi Phi.
Oh, why must they be like that? Why must they chase the cat? I think it's the dog in them. On behalf of my brothers, the Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, I like dashing men. I like Kappas, Omegas, Iotas, my brothers is Sigma, Alphas. I like all five of the fraternities. I date a Mason. I date whoever gonna date me. I would date a preacher. I think I'll make a good first lady. First, I got
Hold
to give
on
up
though,
drinking
Miss
and cussing.
Cheryl. Hold on,
Hmm,
Miss Cheryl. You said you
what?
didn't want your family members who were saved coming to your show because you're taking it back to Def Comedy Jam. So how's that going to be like for you to get with the preacher and be the first lady and be nasty like that?
He just got to pray for me. And we're going to make it to church. Just like I told Pastor Sap at the hoodies, we're going to make it because I gets it in. But we're going to have a great ministry and we'll be able to invest. Ooh, and Pastor Appreciation Concert going to be off the chain. But most people don't know that I really love the Lord. And I used to come to Bonner Springs, Kansas. All my relatives in Bonner Springs. I used to come to Bonner Springs and, hang out and go to church, because my relatives on one side of the family, they Kojic, they Apostolic, Pentecostal, we Church of Christ on another side, we Jehovah Witness on the other side. So, I love the Lord. I just think the Lord think I'm a rascal. That's what I think. I think the Lord be looking down with the angels, be like, look at her, look at her, look at her. She'll be talking to me in a few minutes, asking for forgiveness. Look at her. So to me, most people don't know I perform on stage. That's a part of my life, but
Right.
that's not all of my life. I know the word, I know the scripture. I got a couple of jokes in there that I know y'all shouldn't be laughing at, but they church jokes, but they street jokes at the same time. And that's what I want people to get to know me. If you're watching me on the talk every day, and this is our last season, I want you to check us out and see what we're doing. But God got something bigger for me. And yes, sometimes I have to use street language to convey it. Am I right?
That's right. And that's why people love you so much. Now, this Monday is the not the last episode, but the season premiere of the
Mm-hmm.
last season of The Talk. Am I correct? Or
Yes,
is it next
yes, yes,
Monday?
yes,
Okay.
yes. It's
Cheryl, I'm
last
all
season.
confused because you know what? September jumped on me like I didn't see it coming. So I thought it
Hmm.
was still August the other day. So, okay, here we are. Okay.
Well, let me tell you what's great about this. I've been there since season 2, and through all the host incarnations, I'm glad that people will continue to support and watch the show. I've learned a lot from everybody that I've worked with on the show and the crew. I would hope that people will continue to watch, and I would hope that people will pray that whatever God got planned for me, it's really going to happen for me. So I will be talking about what will be the next chapter in my career, but I want people to continue to watch. People watch to go, well, what wig is she going to wear? What outfit is she going to wear? She still can't walk in her shoes, but I'm proud of her. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to call you and be able to like, look, Ebony, this is what we about to do right now. But what we really got to do, and I'll just drop this little bit of tidbit, we must vote. We must vote on all levels. We need the House, the Senate, and we need the White House. So we're going to be talking about that as well. And yes, I am a registered Republican, but I'm a never Trumper. And I want people to come to the show to hear my thoughts on that as well.
Okay.
So
So
you heard me just say who I'm voting for now.
yes, I heard who you said that you're voting for.
K Hive all the way. The K Hive
The
all the way.
The K-Hive all the way. Okay,
That's
so we're
right.
gonna get into politics. We're taking it to the hood, yet we're taking it to the pulpit. Where else we
Hmm.
going, Miss Cheryl, with your show?
Well, you know what? I got some things that I'm doing, and this show we're trying to move it around into comedy clubs, and I really want to do my second show on Friday. I'd like to bring that into comedy clubs as a ladies lockdown show. Do you remember the dancers I used to have?
Look, Miss Cheryl, I remember you would go out in the crowd, and I know that there was a lot going on. I don't remember
Yeah,
the dancers. I remember you had Kyle. I remember you had some other kids
Mike
from
Washington.
colleges.
Yes, that's right. That's right. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to go back and look at Master P. I got the Hook Up Comedy Show tape.
Okay.
And go look at that tape and you will see what that show is. But I want to do that as a, like, if you got a promotion or if you getting married or if you're getting divorced or, I want to do that. I want to bring that show back into comedy clubs, but that's the second show on Friday. Now, if they let me test it in the comedy club, I would do it. But this time, I just want to ask people about it. Right now, what I love is I learned a lot in TV. I want to be a talk show host again. But while I'm working on what my project will be, I like doing comedy clubs and casinos and nightclubs and everything. I love that because that is the money that I use to develop other things. And I still like to call in to stations such as yours to speak to the people who are speaking to the community. We have got to keep Black media strong. And while I'm saying this, if the Democrats are worried about turnout, then you didn't put enough money in Black media to ask us for our vote and ask us for our turnout. Because watch what's about to happen. The Republicans are going to sprinkle a little bit of money over there. I need the Democrats to do the same and show that they respect our churches. They respect our Black media. They respect Black radio. Black people do not believe that Jesus is coming back until Ebony say it on her show. Am I right, babe? Did I say your name correctly?
That's a lot of pressure, Miss Cheryl. But I will say that I love that you talk about the community, and I appreciate you taking your time out and speaking to me, because there's a lot of people that they feel like they're above, the Black media. They don't want to talk. They think that it's only social media. And I know you always put your money where your mouth is, because I remember
That's
that
right.
last show when you were shouting out the HBCUs, you were giving opportunity for students to work with you who come from
Yes.
HBCUs. So I love to see that. I love it.
And we're working on a couple of projects. I'm glad you're mentioning my HBCU work and Black media work. That's why, like, when you get ready to come into the city, yes, I'm not strong in social media, but I'm learning it. I'm learning social media, but I want to do that. But my audience still has radio in their car and in their homes. So we got to do both. If you want to move these tickets, you got to go where the people are. And then you and I want you to help me work on a project where this is going to help people see and hear who you are, so that maybe one day you will be me and on TV with your own show.
I love it. Miss Cheryl, the last time when I spoke to you, I was an intern, and now I'm middays.
Amen.
And I have a segment on our CBS affiliate here in Kansas
Yeah.
City, and I do
Wonderful.
entertainment. And I was just on a show with Anthony Anderson last year called We Are Family. And so I'm trying to be like you, though, one day. I don't want just these little bits of TV. I want to be like you with this longevity. What's your secret, Miss Cheryl?
You put God first and everything will fall into place. And the biggest thing that you really need to do is be yourself. They cannot steal you from you, right? They cannot steal you from you. And if you ever are confronted with something that you spiritually don't agree with, your family didn't raise you like that, say no. Because God will open the door that truly needs to be open. Now, can we keep in touch and keep nourishing each other so we can all succeed together? Will you do that with me?
Absolutely, Miss Cheryl. Because you know what, when we get interns in here, I find it very important that you need to nurture the young people. And so just
That's
for you
right.
to say that, that's up my alley. That's something that I speak it and I do it and I believe in it. So,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. After this, we'll exchange information. Matter of fact, when you do your segment on the CBS affiliate, tell everybody I'm coming, but tell everybody it's going to be really adult. This is nightclub work. Tell them this is nightclub work. But on September 9th, I will be doing talk work as well. You pray for me now. You promise?
Okay, Miss Cheryl.
Will we get together? Will we
Yes,
get together when I get here?
I'm going to come and see you, Miss Cheryl.
Okay, wonderful.
You. But
wonderful.
Okay, so people need to know, though, I absolutely loved your show. You touched the people. You're very personable, and I felt like it was like a nightclub. I had a good time. You
Yes.
had the people up, and all kinds of people come out to see you, Miss Cheryl. So what are you most surprised when you get to see your fans? Because it's one thing to be in the studio and have your show or be on the radio, but when you actually get to see the people, what's been the most surprising when you actually come face to face with some of your fans?
The ladies and gentlemen who watch the talk, but they want to hear the dirtiest jokes. And that's what happens in between the break is what's coming into the comedy club, because I know what I should and should not be doing on daytime TV. And that's why I love daytime TV, because you still get Sheryl a rascal, with a brain and love the Lord. But when you come into the nightclub, you get that nightclub language. So what am I most surprised about is that they still love me and they still understand me, especially my sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta. They've allowed me to be me while I stay the finer woman that I am as a member of Zeta Phi Beta and a member of one of the 4 sororities of the National Panhellenic. So I'm very, very happy at where my career is going. And I'm happy to help young ladies like yourself and go, might you consider doing this? And then you give me advice and counsel, and we grow and succeed together.
Absolutely. It's all about community and helping each other rather than
That's
seeing
right.
each other as competition.
That's right. That's right. And that's why we got to vote. And that's why we can't let a political party separate us from our men as well. Men, you know what is the right thing to do to vote. Don't listen to this commander and Cheeto. Don't listen to the comb over. Don't listen to that because they're trying to separate us from our men. And we need men and women to stay together strong for the community.
I agree with you. Miss Sheryl Underwood, coming to the Funny Bone Friday and Saturday, 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday. Miss Sheryl, okay, so when the talk is all over and done with, you said you have some other things that you're working on, headed back on the road. Anything else that we need to look out for you other than, of course, we're going to get our tickets for this weekend. What else can
Yes.
we look forward to?
I tell you what, the thing that I'm most proud of, you're gonna have to see it. So here's what you and I are gonna do. You're
Okay.
gonna have to see it and show it on your show. It's something that's visual that you're gonna get a big kick out of it. So when we talk, when I get there this weekend, I'm going to tell you what it is, and we're gonna set up the time for you to see it and interview me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Miss Sheryl
Okay.
Underwood, I appreciate you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. We look forward to seeing you here in Kansas City. I know that you said you're the slim and trim version of yourself
Yes.
back in
Yes.
the
I'm
Def
still
Comedy.
curvy though. I'm still chocolatey and curvy though. I'm still
Okay,
chocolatey and curvy. Yes.
okay. Well,
Okay.
bring on the chocolate, bring on the curves, get ready to eat the barbecue. We're ready to have a good time with you at the Funny Bone. Tell
Yeah.
everybody where they can follow you on social.
Oh, all of my stuff is at Sheryl Underwood with a S. Sheryl. Last name Underwood. All of it is the same name. And I just got on Snapchat and I just got on TikTok, but I don't know how to tell nobody that. So when I see you, you'll tell me how to say it.
Yes, we'll work on it, Miss Sheryl. Well, again,
Okay,
I
darling.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. And you have a
I
great
love you.
day. Love you too.
Love you back.